what happened. I saw what happened. But before we get in these questions, give me a brief synopsis of what you saw.
I saw a team in the Mercury who wasn't ready for the big moment. That's what I saw. I hate that Satu got hurt, but she was having a hard time. Kyle looked like she was out of place. Defensive looked like what the Aces have done is, which is kind of genius. I don't know why people haven't done it all season. Is they doubled AT, make it difficult for her, make the passing lanes hard, get turnovers off of her, and then it seemed like when she's not there to really facilitate everything completely,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of them kind of flounder, especially Satu kind of flounders. But then it gets weird because Kai looks disjointed, doing her own thing kind of in the corner, and they got DB coming off the bench, but she's scoring like she a starter, but you lose defense with DB because you're playing her like she a big, even though she's 6'4", she's not really a big. She should be on the wing somewhere with her little small self. So I just see what I see in my synopsis. I would say is a whole bunch of mixed matches that's on the floor, and they can't make it up. They can't
Right.
make up for all the mismatches that the Aces provides to them. And AT can only she is the engine, but she can't do everything in a final series. Not 7 games for
Right.
the same, not seven
Right.
games against the same opponent. So
Yeah.
that's what I see. They losing their cool a little bit, arguing with the refs half the game. So uh that's it. And they actually won the free throw disparity, but they argued. I mean, they got more free throws than Aces, but they argued every call. So
Yeah,
I'll let somebody else
Yeah.
go. So
that was a wild one. That was a wild one. What you got, ADP?
Well, I think I'm just shocked.
right.
I'm just shocked that they have not won at least one game. But from the first game to now, Satu has not played her best. Kai, I don't know what Kai is doing. Like it's like Satu, Kai, they on vacation. And AT need those two. And then DB, she's up and down. So sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get from DB either. But from the looks of it, it looked like they're not coming to play, except for maybe AT and DB sometimes. It's looking bad. Like it's like they don't have no answer for the Aces. Not for no big sweep like that. That 20-point up and then they finally catch up and then it's like what, 2 points at the end? It shouldn't be like that. It's like they're not doing no dog basketball. It's great that they're playing together, but it's kind of little not it's not boring, but it's like it don't look so competitive. Like to me, I don't know. What you think, bro, Claude?
No, I feel you.
Um, so I have to break it down and really, give you guys the gravy of things. This is a team that is coming off of a 16 straight winning streak into the playoffs. I mean, they hotter than fish grease. With a team that is clicking like that, me and Keisha had already called it that the Aces was going to be in the finals. Uh, Tony just stayed fast, and she said she just wants to see good basketball. But
Right.
by
Right.
by by us seeing how the Aces was rolling from 8-2, I mean, right now they're clicking on all cylinders. Everybody knows exactly what they want to do. Even when the refs get involved in the game, they don't let that bother them. They got a little shook up and dismissive during the Fevers playoffs, but I think that the new ensemble of the Aces figured it out, survived that series, and brought the same intensity that they had with the Fever into this game, and AT was not ready because she's the leader, like Sister Keisha said. But also Nate Tibbetts is also showing why he's not on the level of Becky Hammond right now, because Becky Hammond put in a squad. Now, you know, she's a film guru. So she's going to look at this game. She's going to see when they went up by 20, who was in the game when they went up by 20, who was in the game. And she's going to, you know, like Keisha said, she's going to expose that and put that type of pressure on them from the beginning of the game. So I don't think that Christian Bale going to start the game next game. I think that she might start the team. That means, what I'm saying is, that means that Christian Bale might start the game, but she's not going to be in there long. She's going to keep pushing and putting pressure on them with Jewel Lloyd, as she's been doing. And Jewel Lloyd has been, and Dana Evans have been the X factor and key for these playoffs.
Right.
So what?
Yeah, they don't have a matchup for them.
They don't have an answer for neither one of those. We thought it was going to be Nalissa Smith. I actually thought it was going to be Nalissa Smith, but what has happened was, in exposing Nalissa Smith's lack of defense, they had put Dana Evans, which is very, very scratchy. You know, Dana Evans can play defense. She's she's a good shot from three, and she's an all right shot from inside of the mid range. So she's a great slasher and a driver. She is a good slasher and a driver. So they're not ready for the quickness that Dana Evans have. And then when you go to the Gold Mamba, she knows how to set her own self up so that Chelsea Gray or Jackie Young can see her. So I think that this right here, Tony, Keisha, and ADP is an onslaught. It's an onslaught that the Phoenix is levels to this thing. I was saying it while we were calling the game. It's levels to these things, and what Tony can allude to is it's a level where in the finals that you have to click in, and everybody from Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, the GOAT, Asia Wilson, the Gold Mamba, and Dana Evans have championship winning experience. They got 5 players on that team that's playing right now. They got championship winning experience. They all have won in the championship finals, and that's what they bring into the table against those ones over there in the Mercury who fell short. And that's it. I land.
Right.
So are you saying that the Phoenix Mercury were not ready and prepared to play the Aces in the championship game? Is that what you're saying?
They don't know. They don't know. They don't have experience. This is their first time in a game 3 in the finals. All except for Dawana Bana. Dawana Bana is in Kyle Copper over there is the only 2 to do that, but they're lead people. I'm talking about AT and Satu Sabli. They don't know what it is to be in a finals game and be in game 3. They never experienced that before.
Right. So you're talking about that inexperience, right? So you could be ready for a game. A game is different from a playoff game, a championship run caliber game. As you know, players play different. Let's take the last few minutes of the fourth quarter.
Oh my gosh.
You saw where Khalil Copper could have seemed like she struggled in some people's eyes, but they really just didn't go to her in the first half of that game. So it looked like she was not involved in the game. She wasn't engaged in the game. She didn't have any points. I believe at one point I asked Keisha about it, or Keisha mentioned it earlier when we were watching the game, that she had like 4 points, 2 or 4 points. And I was like, well, what is she doing? And we realized, hey, they just weren't going to her. But if you notice, they
Mm-hmm.
stepped up at the right time. They were down 17 points, and then
Right.
they went ahead and they started to pull away. They made a good run in that fourth quarter, and before you know it, it the run in that particular quarter was 24-8, and
Right.
they were in the ball game. That was when Satu went down. Unfortunately, she went down, and I hope everything is well, all is well with her. But this is when you think of the break of the game. Who wants it more? The hunger for the win, but then the experience takes over. As you can see, the last minute of the game, the last few seconds rather of the game, the experience of the game took over, and Asia won that game. So I'm going to ask this question. How did Asia's leadership show up in this game? And I'm going
Well,
to ask each of you that question. Go ahead.
I want to
Teach.
read y'all something. I was just looking at on Twitter. And it just so happened that you talk about Asia's leadership, and this was an excerpt from Chelsea Gray talking about Asia, and she
Okay.
says Chelsea Gray hears Asia Wilson talk a lot about trophies, about buckets, about blocks, about boards. But of the millions of words her outspoken teammate has uttered throughout their 5 seasons and 2 WNBA championships together as teammates on the Las Vegas Aces, 11 stand out to Gray. She heard them in June when nothing was going right for the Aces or Gray. Las Vegas, among the preseason favorites to win the 2025 title, was hovering around or below 500. And Gray remembers Wilson calling her out. Gray would say Asia told her, there's no way I should have more assists than you. Gray says the word stung. Through the end of the June, the reigning WNBA MVP had out assisted the quote unquote point guard in 6 games, and the Aces turned the calendar to July with an 8-8 record. At the time, the 32-year-old Gray, who has filled hours of video with flashy passes over the course of her career, averaged only 4.3 assists. Grace
Mm.
said, our relationship is super honest and raw. I've cried in front of her. She's cried in front of me, but she holds me accountable.
Right. Love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what leadership is, right? There's
Mm-hmm.
not enough that any one player can say about Asia and her leadership.
Right.
I've seen her play over this season, last season, and the seasons before. And each year, Asia's leadership gets better and better. Her knack for leading her team just alone and it's not just her presence, it's what she does, it's the commanding force of her being. And when I mean being, some people say, oh, you're just your being there is enough. No, it's not. Her being of expectations of the players surrounding her. And that's what I
Right.
mean by being. She wants them to be better. She expects them to be better, but she encouraged them. So that's the important
Yes.
piece.
Mm-hmm.
Her encouragement for her team and how she get them to perform better. And that's what I like so much about Asia. She's demanding. She gives them the harsh words that they need at the right time that they need it to help them excel within their game. What do you think about that, Bro Clark?
Asia is a film savant. She study,
Mm-hmm.
study.
Yeah.
And I think that you guys don't realize, I'm talking about the people who's going to watch this. What up, Tula? She studies the great ones of old.
Mm-hmm.
She studies Michael Jordan. She said it. She studies uh,
Yes.
LeBron James. She studies Kobe Bryant. She studies Hakeem Olajuwon. She studies David Robinson. She studies um, uh, the great achievers, the overachievers, right? She studied
Right.
the way that they lead and led their teams to championships. And she also studies what it takes to be a leader and the criticism. She brings
Mm-hmm.
that on each and every time that you see this young lady play. She
Right.
takes on criticism at the highest level when it comes her way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
does not get criticized as much as Caitlyn and Angel by far. Angel more than
Right.
right by far, right? But
Right.
she's the third one after those two. So she has brought the intensity of just her being a studier of the game to her family, which is her teammates, but also holding herself accountable. She gets mad
Mm-hmm.
more than her teammates. And you
Yep.
see it on the court where she upset when she misses a layup. She's upset when she does not make a free throw. She's upset when she misses a pass that probably was out of her way. She's upset about those things and she criticizes herself before she criticizes others. And that's what makes her a great leader.
Yep.
I
Yep.
want to say this. Um, it says, Sister L said, I agree, Tony. The impact of her leadership shows up on the floor as well. Win or lose, the majority of the time, the Aces run like a well oiled machine. And that's the large part due to her leadership.
Yep.
Yep.
A1. That is A1 without a doubt. Without a doubt. So another question. What did Kalia Copper's energy for Phoenix and the way she tried to shift the momentum of the game um, do for you guys when you saw the energy in the last few minutes? I know I talked about like what they did, but just her by herself, her impact with getting those, what I think it was like the next 6 points, or because it had a couple of them were like and ones, but just Khalil Copper alone for the Mercury.
Well, well, I got for performing is I don't think she fit this team.
mm.
That's what I got. Because I don't know why you don't let her be an energizer bunny from tip. I don't know why I gotta wait to the fourth quarter.
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, that's all I really have to say about that. I don't, and I don't know what the disconnect is. I don't know if it's AT saying, "Look, this is the way I want to play, and everything's got to be controlled." And I don't know why they wouldn't want Kalia Copper slashing, kind of like Dana Evans is slashing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they wait till they get in a
To the fourth quarter.
bind
Mm-hmm.
and then they got to pull it out. I mean, even in the first game, we talked about it, Tony. She was
Yeah.
cooking, and then
Mm-hmm.
in the second half, it looked like they went away from her for
Yeah.
whatever reason, because maybe that's not the way. The only thing I can think about it is maybe that's not the way AT wants to play, because she kind of tries to get Sammy Whitcomb involved and DB involved, and I know Satu's out there, but I'm Bakai should be just as involved, if not be the number two, because Satu, even though Satu is the unicorn, Kai is hella athletic. So she can hit the three, she can slash, she can run around, she can.
Right.
I mean, why you don't let her? Because AT can get, she gets bottled down in the paint, with the double team. Why isn't Kai slashing to get her out of those problems? Get her out of those situations.
Right.
So I don't know if that's a scheme. I don't know if that's Nate Tibbetts. I don't know if that's just no chemistry with Kai and AT.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Right.
But I like the energy, but I don't want it in 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Right.
I want it the whole time she out
The
there.
whole game. Right. Right.
So
ADP.
Yeah, I'm like Keisha, but like saving her to like the fourth quarter. But what I think is, listen, do you guys think? I don't want to. I'm not talking about DB or nothing like that. I just want to say this. Do you think when DB came to the team that it caused division? Because it seemed like the team is off compared to in the beginning when they started playing before she got there.
I can answer
mm,
that. I can
go
definitely answer
ahead.
that. I'm gonna say this, right? Before she came to the game, to this team was clicking on all cylinders. That's every player.
That's what I thought.
You could not find one thing wrong with this team in any player on this team. And everybody ate. When she came to this team, the dynamics changed. Satu was hurt and the dynamics shifted.
Mm.
And it just has not been the same since. And I think after that happened, they played Indiana. They lost on Indiana floor, and they came back to Mercury and they won. And then they won a few more games and they tried to gain it back. They did just enough to be in a position that they are in the playoffs. And then they found themselves here and there. But Kai has not looked the same because she too was injured. She and Satu were out
Oh,
around the
yeah,
same time
yeah,
for a little bit. She was out
yeah.
before Satu. Then she willed her way back. And the team just not have not been, they have not been the same since DB has come to the team. And I'm not gonna put a lie on there, no way, form, or fashion. First of all, I don't even know how to tell it the goddamn lie in the first place. You asked me to tell a lie, I couldn't even tell you how to even spell a goddamn word lie. But I'm sorry, IDP. I know I'm cussing on your channel. My bad.
Oh,
But at the end of the day, it just has not been the same since she's come to the team because they were what we would say aces ended up being since the second half of the season after the All-Star break. They were a well-oiled machine. They were a
so do
well-oiled machine.
so do you think like because she came to the team, it seems like a little division. Do you think they could have won more games if DB wasn't on the team?
I think the
Uh,
chemistry would have still been there, and who knows?
Because they would have had to, like, when you bring somebody to a team, don't they do have to change like the way they play the game, right, with the team, right?
Yes, yes, they do.
So what the team was used to, they take that away or they add to it, but it seemed like he took it away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because
what
you're
he
trying to
That's
did,
get her.
and
what he did was DB came, and that means the bench players they can't
uh,
play no more.
oh,
That
okay.
what it seemed like to me. The pop they was getting off the bench, like some people coming in being specialists, being 3-point shooters, doing
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
different things. All that variety went away
Yeah,
because we got DB.
Yep.
that's
Yep.
crazy.
Go ahead,
That's what
speak
I
on it,
thought.
bro, Claude. I see you.
I see him too. Go ahead, bro, Claude.
Keisha, 1,000% right.
Yep.
That
1,000.
makes sense.
I don't, I don't agree with the player most of my life, but she is right about. So I'm just saying, Kalia Copper, when the Wanabana came there, she don't want to be there. Not with her. Not with her. You could tell the
Yeah,
end.
something's off. Something's definitely it's off. It's all the way off. You can't tell me they worked their butts off to get all the way to this game and to play like this. No. Mm-mm.
She is exactly what Keisha said. She named AT. She don't know if it's AT. She don't know if it's Nate Tibbet. It's both of them, Keisha. It's both. Both of them are colluding, and they have personal and private talks on how AT wants to run it. Khalil
I
Copper,
got you.
Khalil Copper is the scoring champion. ADP. You don't move away from that unless
Right.
chemistry is done. Just like
Right.
the Gold Mamba was a scoring champion, people that are scorers, like Michael Jordan said, like uh, 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 Kobe Bryant talked about, and people like that is so ball dominant. Like Allen Iverson said himself, people that scores like Carmelo Anthony, you don't forget how to score. You don't forget
Mm-hmm.
how to score. Cheryl Swoops never forgot how to score. Cheryl Miller knows how to score.
Right.
You got what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Cook, bro, Claude.
if you put CP3 on the floor, CP3 knows what she needs to do. Let her take the body ailments out of the way. But we talking about, you don't forget when you're able body and you don't have those amenities. Yes, she did come up off injury. Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
we see her slashing. We see her almost touching the rim on her layups. So she's not bothered by that. What it is that you the continuity between Nate Tibbetts and AT has not spread it fully around Khalil Copper like they did in the beginning of the year and before she got hurt to right now. And now that the Wanabana has gotten there, Satu, she adapted. That's why she's a unicorn. She did adapt. But when this type of situation has happened with AT being doubled, she a fish out of water. She's gasping for air. She don't really know exactly where the ball is really gonna come to. Why? Because Khalil Copper has to be Khalil Copper when it comes down to the last. And then you got Dewana Bonner with the ball. That
Yeah.
you got Dewana Bonner being ball dominant.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do. We
that's
do.
what they
Right.
got.
We okay, player. So I'm right there with you. So the thing
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is that why do we have Dewana Bonner being ball? Yes, she does know how to win. Yes, she won a championship before. Yes, it was a drought in those minutes that she was driving to the hole. Yes, it may be a mismatch here or there, but I'm talking about, you saw Dewana Bonner almost for 7 minutes being ball
Hmm.
in
Yep.
this game. That should
Mm-hmm.
not with Khalil Copper. And that's what I was talking about, Keisha. Khalil Copper
Mm-hmm.
is the first option, but Nate Tibbetts has decided not
To
to
go
have
away from
her
her.
Yeah.
be the number one option. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't scoring champion be your number one option? None of
Right.
them have won it. None of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She has.
Right.
So
Right.
you can take it from there, Keisha, on this part. If they don't see it, it goes to this point. When your coach takes you out of who you are, this is what
Mm.
you get.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. This is what. Right. When they take you out of who you are, it makes a difference in the way that you play. This is why the difference with the leadership, anybody can lead a team, but it takes a great leader to take the team off, like Asia. At she
Right.
can lead. At can lead, but she hasn't reached that point of a good leader to me. Not saying she's not a great leader. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
at the point where Asia knows how to lead the team. She
Mm-hmm.
knows, hey, what it takes. Guys, I know you guys. I know who you are and what you can do. There is no I can't, I won't. There is, you need to do this because I know that you can do it. They respect Asia. They respect anything that Asia says, and it shows on the court. You got one team that's off, that is not on one accord, and you got the other team that's on full accord, and they want to eat. They want it. It boils down to who wants it the most, and it's looking like the Aces, because they're working as a team. Yes, Asia is our MVP, but Asia cannot carry that team by herself. She need all players on board, and this is what we're seeing in that game. They might not have perfect, perfect games or whatever, but they know how to bring it at the right time because they're paying attention to their leader. They respect their leader enough to say, "Hey, this is not what we getting ready to do. We didn't work our butts off to get all the way here." And just play
Yeah.
around. And when you said they put a mix in it when they brought DB, okay, now it's like, okay, the leadership, even though AT had, she was leading a little bit, and she probably would have got a little further, but because DB came over and threw something in the game, it threw the whole chemistry off. So
Yep.
when you come and you do something like that, it bothers the players. It attacks the mental where they have to, and then they get ready to hit the floor and they don't play the same. So to me, I kept saying, well, what's going on with Kai? I know she's a great player. What in the world? Did she come to play? And then when y'all was saying the play-by-play, they keep going away from Kai. And I said, okay, that makes sense. And then you bring a new addition and I gotta adjust. It's like putting me on the back burner. I was on the front burner, but now I got to be on the back burner and just take this. No, that goes into these games. That's why we see them not playing like they normally do, because they respect their leader, but not how Asia team respects her.
And you know another thing, ADP.
Yeah,
See,
Keisha.
AT has a conflict of interest.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
ADB is her wife,
Yep.
so now she's, even if she's not being impartial to her, it's hard to sell the players on when they look at the box score and they say, "Oh, DB got 25 points,"
Right.
Yep.
and AT is the point forward. She's the leader of the team. Damn, and
Yep.
she come off the bench.
Yep.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yep.
like, what the hell?
That's
And I
right.
saw her, and then she down there, and who in the hell
Mm.
said that DB should be going up against Asia Wilson? Who said she could do that? Was
I
that
thought that was
AT?
crazy. That's crazy. That
Oh,
was crazy work.
I don't know if Nate Tibbetts and DB and AT are having their little powwows together, but they need to
Right.
stop. So,
Keisha, they should
I,
have started from the beginning. They've been doing this the whole 3 games. That's why they haven't won a
Male
game.
male practice is what Keisha said. That's male practice.
Yes.
it's male.
Yes.
She cannot guard her. So I don't know who came up with that, but they need to be pulled in the office and talked to. That's all I am gonna say.
Big time. Big
But
Like
time.
he want both of them to get the rewards. He want both of them. He want both of them to get the rewards, and the rest of the team that has carried this team has helped AT get to where they are. It's like they got to get on the back burner. That's crazy. You can't go into no championship game like that. Everybody has to be on one accord, and it's divided. You can see it on the court.
she the only bench player that scored.
That's crazy work.
Catherine Westbell just been forgot about, huh, Bro Club?
Yep.
Baby, I was just that's why we clicking right now. See like how we clicking AP, they should be clicking because that was exactly on my head. She's out of the offense. She's been
Out of
out
it.
of the offense since the Wanabana came. You have seen the worst version of Kathy Westbelt.
Yeah.
You have seen the worst version since the Wanabana has hit that court. You have seen the worst version of Kathy Westbelt, and she's much better than that. You have not. You're seeing a up and down Sammy Whitcomb. She's much better.
Yeah, Whitcomb went to hell
She went
since
to
she's been
hell
there.
Yeah.
because you know
She
why
went
she
to
went to
hell.
hell, Keisha. She don't know what to
Why?
do because 18 White gotta have the ball,
Right. Right,
Exactly.
Bro Club.
and she
Right.
more accurate right now. What Dawana Bonner is. Listen, Sammy Wickham is more accurate and efficient than Dawana Bonner, and she not getting the ball.
Right.
So,
She
so what
she's
does that?
deadly from three. I just don't know. Uh,
what does that do, Keisha? What do that do to a person like Sammy Whitcomb, who's been underrated all day life? You gotta go in and out. ADP.
Okay,
you're gonna
I need to go out and come back in.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
yeah,
to go out, come back in.
I'm gonna go back. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is that you got a person, a player like Sammy Whitcomb, who is efficient, Sister Tony. She's an
yeah.
efficient player. Sister Keisha will say it since we've been watching Sammy Whitcomb. She does not take extra shots like the black girls. That's just true. It's the fact. Not just putting the color on. I'm talking about just she's not Rike Gumawale, should I say. That's what I'm saying. So
Do I sound better?
no.
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 You eat
Okay, I'm gonna go back out again.
right, you eating tater chips.
Right.
So
yeah. I
so
think
the
she's probably up against like something
yeah.
too close to her
But
computer.
yeah, I mean, but Sammy, but look, like Sammy look like she out of water. I mean, Sammy that went through. Let's see. Sammy has went through 2 games in the finals with 0 points.
Yeah, that's weird.
Who fault is that, Keisha? Go ahead. Who fault?
That's AT fault.
Oh, really?
Because well, people, Sammy is a catch and shoot, and
Yes.
she gotta be she gotta be set up to catch and shoot,
Yep.
and that's all orchestrated by the point forward. So,
Really?
but the point forward has to make sure.
I sound better?
No.
Close.
What are you next?
Nope.
What are you next to, ADP? You gotta be next to something.
Yeah, like your phone and your computer. Oh wow. Yeah.
You gotta sit your phone on some
Laptop. Let me see my.
Yeah, you gotta get
Oh, you got to mute something.
You gotta mute
Yeah,
something.
one of them gonna have to be muted.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's yeah. Sammy has went into the toilet, like she being flushed down.
Oh, really?
She's being flushed.
And Kai is like, I don't know if AT know how to get her ball in the spot. But be honest with you, Kai is balled out. She needs time to work with the ball.
Really?
So I don't know. I don't know what AT and Nate Tip is over there doing. I don't know what they're doing.
It's both. And I'm telling you the reason
they
why.
get swept is what they're doing.
You know why? You know why they're getting swept?
Why?
Because Kalani Brown is DNP. That's male practice. She DNP for the night.
For every night, shit. For a long time.
Coach's decision, though. I'm just saying, we talking about tonight, right?
Right. Yeah.
What is in your marbles to see that Tasha Mack can't have the girl is too big for Tasha Mack?
Right.
Why wouldn't you put Kalani Brown, which is a hard fouler? She is a big body, and one thing she does do is swat at the ball. She's a rim protector by nature. It's in her history. She fouls. She fouls out, right? Why you got 6 fouls with Kalani Brown. If she fouls out, it makes no difference.
Yep.
That's a body.
Right.
And this is what me and you were talking about last year with Gaspin and the other girl over there. That Becky, that's why Becky got kicked out of the playoffs. Because she wouldn't play her bigs, but she's doing different this year.
She's doing it now.
She sees a difference.
You need somebody to bang for a little bit every now and again. Let them bang.
Let them get them fouled.
the banging is getting at AT.
It is. It's wearing her down.
That's why she crying the whole time.
Yep, it's wearing her down.
If it's not Angel banging, it's Melissa or it's Kirsten Bell. But everybody taking shots on that ass. I'm sorry, I
Yep.
ain't mean to curse.
Yeah.
Everybody taking shots. It's just like walking down the hallway of the locker room. Everybody keep hitting you on your buttocks. Pow, pow. What the hell? Stop hitting me. So it's getting her frustrated, coupled with the fact that you only working one side of the floor because you done pretty. Sometimes what's going on is you done pretty much some parts of the game you done relegated Kalia Copper to a spot up shooter.
Yes. Yes.
But you know, Nate game plan and his ego gonna lose him this series because whatever this game plan is, what I watched tonight, I watched the water burner 110 pounds.
God damn.
Think if she can bang and
Yep.
play with Asia Wilson.
God damn.
In the paint. In the
In
freaking paint.
In the paint.
In the freaking paint.
She wasn't stopping the midi. She wasn't stopping in the paint.
Somebody doing the miscommunication because Nate Tippett's got to be telling her, "Oh, you got her, you got her, you could get her, you could get her, you could get her, you could get her." Nate, she got 22 points right now. She can't get her. It's the third quarter.
And then
Better
you
come,
got Satu giving up threes every now and again. At the beginning of that game, all of them was taking they shots at Satu. Chelsea Gray was hitting threes. Goddamn it. Jewel Love was hitting
Hey
threes.
guys.
There you go. Better.
Whoever
Okay.
got switched on that three ball, that ball went down and Satu was on.
Yep.
And then they might be down Satu. Yeah, they done.
Yeah. Yeah. Now my question is to you, with the problem, the friction that Nate Tibbetts and Satu had, and obviously is there still. Does Satu come back to this team? Tony.
That's a tough one.
ADP.
What you think, ADP?
I think Satu need a new like atmosphere. I don't think so. I don't think she gonna come back.
And the reason
I don't think
the reason why.
I think she comes back if me personally, if DeWanna Bonham,
your DB gone. Yeah.
If DeWanna Bonham retires, I think she might give it a go, especially if DeWanna Bonham retires and then Kai explore other options.
She's not retiring though, baby. She's not. She already said she planned on playing next year.
Well, no, she didn't. Because when I heard her interview, she said she's gonna make a decision because she is getting up in age.
No, I heard
that's what I heard her say.
I heard her talk about she's so interested in the new CBA deal. She wants to see that through. That's exactly what she said.
Well,
she won't better for the women, right? She's there to be a part, right? So my whole thing is don't put your coins on her retiring. I'm just trying to tell you, like you say, hey, I don't see DeWanna Bonner, especially doing what she's doing right now in the playoffs and scoring and showing that she can still be aggressive. And this is her highlight reel now, y'all. Y'all gotta see some type of motivation. They do sleep together, right? The reason why she would be picked up again next year, she got to have some. This is the ending parts, right? She has to have.
But you know what, bro, Claude? To be honest with you, DeWanna Bonner really isn't a problem. I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
DeWanna Bonner still can contribute to a team.
Yes.
This is Nate Tibbetts' fault. DeWanna Bonner should be
Mm-hmm.
playing a backup three. She should be backing up Satu, and that's it.
Yes.
Right.
I
Yep.
They could
agree.
actually coexist. All she needs to do is back up Satu. That's it.
Right. And
She don't
because
need to
she's
be in
not
no.
backing
She
up.
don't need to be in no paint. She don't need to be playing more minutes than Satu. She just needs to come off the bench, be the wing, have a pop, and run the bench troops.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But if
Nate the one
DB is,
elevating her more than what she should be.
yeah, because they done talked about it, you
He
know.
one.
So
He the one
so
over there.
if DB stays, then Satu and Kai, they probably need to go to a different team.
Unless they all get in the room and say, look, Nate, I need to talk to you. Real talk. AT, let me ask you something. You are at a different part of your career than Dewana Bonner is. Are you okay with her coming off the bench? Yeah, yeah, right. Why? What's the problem? Then, if she come off the bench and we bring in while AT is rested, Dewana Bonner comes in with whoever the backup point guard is. The problem is Nate Tibbet is trying to play AT and Dewana together.
That's the problem.
They don't
Yeah.
need to be. They don't need
You
to
don't
play
need to be there.
together.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I see this more as a coaching issue because I still think Dewana Bonner can contribute to a team. She better than any three we had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a good point, Keisha.
That's a very valid point.
So Miss D said she think KFC will leave. I can see that.
Mm,
Yeah. I do see her not being there, especially with this type of stuff going on.
right,
I don't.
right. And they
I
can
don't.
see it. It's like they not hiding it. You can see it. You can see it. You can see who's on the top of this team. Well, not not that saying they didn't earn it, but you can tell what's going on behind closed doors and on the floor. Who has to say, and that's AT and DB and that
Yes.
coach. You can see it because there's no
Yeah.
way the way that Kai's playing. There's no way to get all the way here
And
and
be
to
a
do that. Mm-mm.
shell of
Yeah.
herself.
Yep.
No, I don't. I don't buy
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Because I'm like Kai. We know Kai is up and down, but she's a fireball. Not every game. Like this is crazy work.
Super crazy work.
Yeah, it's really baffling that we up here talking about Kalia Copper as if she's not her.
Right.
It's really baffling, really, because I know what this girl is, and it's it's really male practice. Like I just go back to what Keisha was saying. It's male practice not to have Kalia Copper as your first option. Nope. I don't care. She looked good. She's who she is. Let her get into the cycle of things. Then AT, you take over and do what you do. But
Right.
if you're not willing, and I don't think AT is willing to give the reins to Kalia Copper to do Kalia Copper things. Kalia Copper led CP3. And at that time when they won the championship, she wasn't as physically hurt or ran down as she was with the Aces. That's why the Aces took her and thought that they can really do some things with her. But when they
Right.
won that championship, CP3 was she was at towards the ending of her reign, but she still was able to acknowledge, even though she should have been the first option because she was the mega star, right? She was the superstar of that team of the Chicago Sky. Kalia Copper was the one. She said, "No, girl, you got it.
Tiffy and Cole want the she acts as the stage for.
No, it's not.
Let me see how.
I I
Okay.
could drop.
Hold on.
I'll be.
Oh, you can drop it, bro,
No,
Clyde. Okay.
no, but it's not for. I think you have another. Are you
I
able
gotta
to?
do it. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I hit. Okay. It should be good. All right. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me do it the other way.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't think Keisha. What I'm saying, Keisha, this ain't the car we know. This ain't even the
No,
car.
it's not.
Oh,
It's not.
she just played in Unrivaled. Yes, she did get hurt. Yes, but the Kalia Copper that we know,
There you go, Tiff.
we don't get it.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Tip in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think, and she was hurt half the season, so they kind of just, I guess she was out of sight, out of mind. But then when she came back, it's like you gotta let her handle the ball. And I get it, AT's got the ball the most of the time, but and then you got Monique running around there too. But I just think you play more of Monique
Yes,
with with DB, and I think there'll be a good, mix and match. You know.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
Mm-hmm.
Down.
absolutely.
And let
Absolutely.
AT
Absolutely.
when it's time for AT, she go get a rep and have a different look
Monica
at the offense.
Monica dribble. She possesses the ball. She don't have a lot of turnovers. She's very efficient. I
Right.
think I think and by her being a rookie, she don't really want to do things to mess up. You got what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and she's rolling. Remember, she's the understudy for Sammy Wickham, right? So she's rolling with Sammy Wickham, and she's doing certain things that Sammy Wickham is capable of doing.
Yeah.
Sammy Wickham with 0 points. Are you serious? No, man. That's
Goose
that,
goose goose egg.
that's the coach and AT sister. Both of you, all three of y'all. That's the coach and AT. Nate Tippett and AT colluding back there. That's it. Can't be nothing. You ain't gonna convince me that's not it. You can't come. No, I'm just being real, player. How how
I know.
how how the
Yeah.
most how the most efficient player that's on your squad not getting the ball to
I
score?
totally agree. I totally agree.
The most efficient one. So the most efficient one on your squad. That's who she is. Ain't getting no 3-point shot looks. Mm, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. That's male practice, and he ought to be ashamed of himself by getting out coached like this. I know he was gonna get out coached anyway. I'm not saying he a Hall of Fame coach, but he good enough to be able to the team that he has. He's able to go head to head with the Aces. He's able with the team that he has. He has a team that he can go head to head. They wouldn't be there if he couldn't. They shouldn't be there if he couldn't, but they there, right? So
Yeah.
it's it's what Keisha said. I'm done. It's exactly what Keisha. You hit it dead on the spot, Keisha.
I don't know what he over there doing. He maybe AT threatened to whoop his tail. I don't know.
Oh
Maybe AT took him in that
no. She
in
took
his
him in the
office, and
dungeon. She
she
took
jacked
him in
him
the
up on that
dungeon.
she jacked him up on that wall saying, I run this team, boy.
Didn't
He
I
was like
tell you, bye?
he was like, I'm scared.
I told you, bye.
Hey, he hey, he acting like she Natasha Howard. Oh God.
mm. Yeah. What the devil happened to
What happened to ADP?
she was went to go get Tiffany and
What
Cole
happened to
and left.
ADP? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well,
Well,
what I say is this. What I'll say is this, y'all. What we just saw today was kind of like really bad coaching. He tried to recover, of course. I'm not gonna blame it all on Nate Tippins. That's why I agree with Keisha. Like, no, I'm not gonna blame it on uh all on Nate, but AT got a lot of play in this too.
yeah, she
She
does.
got, she got a lot of play in this situation, and it needs to be fixed now.
Yeah, you're trying to rejuvenate and I'm not trying to call her a dog, but it's like trying to rejuvenate a old dog, a dog who's up there in age. Sometimes when you have your dog and your dog is up there in age and they start walking and they got that old and feeble limp to them, and you're trying to revive them by giving them the new refining foods and the high nutritional diet and taking them for more walks and different things like that. And you sometimes it just don't work. It just doesn't work.
No,
Man,
no, I don't think that we actually calling a thing a thing.
yeah.
The thing is that
Oh, ADP got a puller from Tiff Cole says she's back.
he
She
backstage.
backstage. Yeah. Like we can't see her.
Yeah, I was figuring she was backstage, but I
Yeah,
don't know
ADP
where.
said her
I don't know where
she said
ADP
her
went.
laptop is charging. Guys, my phone charging.
Okay.
My laptop. My phone charging my laptop. There she go. Hey ADP, you're
Okay.
back.
Where's
Can you
Tiffany
get
and
Tiffany?
Cole?
Yeah, you gotta get Tiff Cole from backstage. Yeah,
Yeah,
so when you're trying to rejuvenate these older players from what they once were, and I'm not saying that the Wanabana is doesn't still have it. It's just at this point you have to let the younger players that are supposed to be playing cook. Let them cook and let them do what they do and let them move forward. You can't always try to give those that are trying to continue to stay in the fight the opportunity to stay in the fight. So
I don't know. I think that it's malpractice, like Keisha said. I'm gonna stay with the player
yeah,
because you know you either got it or you don't. You either got it or you don't,
right.
and this is not it, and it hasn't been it, and it's like they don't understand that this is not it.
Right.
I
You,
think I got Tiffany and Cole up here, but I can't see her.
It says did you have enough go in your panel blocks and see if you can put another block there. Is Tiff, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
trying to
speak,
get. I'm trying to get you in there.
but go
But
ahead and speak. Go ahead and speak, Tiffy. We just give us the overall from the beginning what you saw, because me and Keisha and Tony, we and ADP, I mean AT is being doubled, and it looks horrible right now. It looks horrible.
Hmm.
To look horrible. Sammy Wickham ain't getting the ball. The Wanabana is ball heavy right now. Kalia Copper not getting it in the patches that she needs it, and we see something is off. What do you see?
Yeah. Hey y'all.
Hey, hey.
It's a horrible day for me as a Mercury fan.
I'm sorry, Tiffy.
Hey, love your uncle. Love your
I'm
uncle.
sorry, Tiffy. I'm sorry.
I'm
Love.
sorry.
This is a horrible day for me. But let me tell you, I I mean, I said this at the beginning, like AT, Ka, and Satu do not work together as players. They don't work together as a big three. They don't work together. And in the small instances that they do, it's because Satu's hitting her shots, right? If Satu's a very efficient shooter, then their system works because you can kind of like pass the ball and it doesn't stick. But the issue is like Ka's more of like she's a shooting guard, but in reality, she's a combo guard. So and she's like ball dominant.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a ball dominant guard when you have a high a shooter who likes to shoot a lot, like a high efficient. She's a low efficiency, high shot shooter like Satu. Those two
Yeah.
kind of players don't mix. So if you're AT, it's like DB and Satu work better together than a player like DB. You can't necessarily put her into a system where you already like DB needs her shots and she's an efficient shooter. But the issue is she can't get her shots and Ka's ball dominant. She kind of like a shifty guard. So that's why I was like, it doesn't quite work. And I'm happy that Ka decided to get up and remember who she was in the fourth quarter. But it's like, it's a little bit too late. The
Yeah.
run is great, but you cannot. I just feel like Nate Tibbetts, he's being exposed right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
Talk
Yeah.
your.
He's not a good coach. He only has good players, right? This would be like if Tyler Marsh had all-stars and Olympians. He could fake it till he made it to the end, and then you'd be looking like, oh, actually, you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Like you're actually dumb. Like Nate Tibbetts. Does Nate Tibbetts watch games? Because the same play that Asia did at the end, I kid you not, go back and watch the season. Last year, the Chicago Sky Aces game where Kennedy had made those back-to-back threes to tie it.
Right.
That's the exact same play that Becky drew up. Elevator screen. Asia comes off, a guard sets an elevator screen. Asia comes off that screen and either takes a midi or drives for a layup. Any bozo could tell that. But Nate Tibbetts got Dewana Bonner doing ring around the rosy with Asia instead of sticking on her like glue. I'm like, yo, this is coaching malpractice. It is. Girl Quad, you're right. This guy is an idiot. Nate Tibbetts is a fraud.
Tiffany always cooking.
Somebody told me he was supposed to be with the coach of the year. Somebody said he could be coach of the year.
Never.
Look like the players.
They better stop telling them lies.
Hey.
Yeah, my coach of the year was Nakasi.
Yeah.
Yep. Hands down.
No, I'm just saying, Keisha, we didn't heard it now.
Oh yeah.
We didn't heard it.
I mean, he is in the finals, so I can see why you would hear that.
But no, man, come on, man. It's exactly what Tiffy said. The man had.
But you have to acknowledge the fact that that's one of the reasons why you would hear it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like some people used to say that about, and he's a Hall of Fame coach. Some people used to say that about Phil Jackson. Well, shit,
yeah.
Look at all these great players he got.
Yeah.
And he's just really good at personality. He not really coach. I'd heard that about him.
Mm-hmm.
He had 6 rings, Heisman rings, a lot of rings. Shit.
He had 9.
8, 9, shit. So, but I've heard people say, I don't think I think it's just because he know how to manage personalities really well. Heard that. So that's all I'm saying. That's why you hear is because the man is, he is in the finals. Now, how he got there could be debated, but that's the reason why you would hear some of those things.
11.
But
I'm sorry, he got 11 rings.
is it
Check.
11? It's a lot of them. That's all
It's
I knew was
11.
a lot.
I'm sorry. He tied with Bill Russell, and he beat Bill Russell because he got a ring of his own.
But I get you. See, I get where Tiffany and Co is coming from because I mean, when you got a point forward on the flow like AT, it's real easy to, you know, take some of that success during the regular season.
ADP,
Right.
you got to mute your button. You got to mute yourself when you're not
Okay.
Yeah,
talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah. So, but when you get into the playoffs, because even in the playoffs, who was that? The second round was them against. You know, I forgot about that second round. I told you all that when I was there tonight. Who did the Mercury play? They
The
played.
the links.
Yep, that's who
The,
they
That's
played.
what they play.
And
Yep.
guess what? Every one of them games, they never really ran away with anything.
no,
They just fought and clawed their way.
they
Then
was
feet
right
got
there.
hurt.
Yeah, they
Then
was
feet
right
got
there.
hurt.
Yeah, yeah,
And feet was
yeah,
hurt in that last game, so that was the end of that.
yeah.
So what I don't understand about Nate Tibbetts is the trip part about it is against the Lynx. They did adjust, but I will tell you this, Tiffany and Co. This is the first time somebody's out here doubling AT though,
Yeah.
and he has not adjusted.
That's true.
You know, he didn't have to worry about that last series or the first series. AT could still do her thing, but this series, Becky Hammond is trying to take AT away from him, and he's like, "Oh shit, Tiffany Cole gonna find me out. I need AT.
It's crazy.
I need her for the whole." And this is what I mean. He need AT. He might get AT for like 15, 16 minutes. You know, if she get free. No, he need AT the whole 35
Wow.
that he been playing her. But what the Aces is doing is, well, we're gonna take her away as much as we can. And the offense seems to flounder. I don't know. I don't know. DB was running around there getting fouls in the fourth quarter. And then you had Kyle took over, and AT was still getting doubled, and Satu was gone, and they closed the gap. But then Asia freaking Wilson,
Yeah. Asia.
yeah,
They
because
ain't
they
going with
outscored them like what, like 29-14 in that last quarter. So talking about the Mercury, but yeah, answer me this, Tiffany. Tiffany still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
What don't? Why you don't like Kalani Brown? I need the lowdown. What's going on? Why you don't like Kalani Brown? You a
Kal-
Phoenix fan?
Kalani Brown is a good for nothing,
Oh
tall for
shit!
nothing clown. The only
Okay.
thing she's good for is being tall and throwing shade like a tree.
I do.
You don't
yeah,
think she can at
Tiff.
least bang?
She can't do nothing. She needs to
Okay, Tiff.
go. The only bangs that she can have is if she cut them herself.
Not the
Oh
Because
wow.
bang, not the
Bang yang
bang.
yang yang. Bang yang yang yang.
she
If
don't
you
want to be
say,
a basketball player. She want to be a reality She want to be a real housewife.
oh,
Ooh,
okay,
The
okay.
way
damn.
she always looking for the camera. She always trying to get in these young people's business. She needs to be focusing on the court. 6'7", she can't catch a rebound. It's a
Yeah.
problem when you 6'7", 250, and your coach would rather put in 6'3", 110. Like, that's
Yeah.
a problem, Kalani. He putting
That
Yeah.
in
is
skinniest
an
girls.
indictment. Yeah, you
That's
right about
true.
that.
That's
That's
true.
the indictment right there.
That's true.
I don't know.
They
Look,
argue that one, Keisha.
I probably, let me tell you, if I was 6'7" and they put in, when I was 6'7" and I had them thighs that Kalani got, and
Ooh, ooh,
they put in a player that's 110 pounds that need a snack and a protein shake over me, I'll quit. I quit. Y'all ain't gonna embarrass me out here in these streets on national TV.
Yes,
I ain't gonna be
indeed.
out here getting done in by big knees and little legs. I'm not doing it. They okay, Tiffy. I got my answer. So you don't think Kalani Brown should be on nobody's team? Is that what you're saying?
She should have been cut before Tara McCowan, to be honest.
Gotcha.
Mm-mm.
I got you, player.
Yeah, buddy.
Bro Claude. So you
you
saying
better get up off of Brown
so
Sugar.
you saying she only here to show Bro Claude some fits every game.
Tiffy, you better stop it. That's diabolical.
Hey, it's not my fault Kalani Brown spent more time on Twitter than she do in the gym.
That
She
ain't got
she's
Oh,
nothing to do with
Tiffany, you
her.
can't say nothing about her.
She need wait, Miss D says she need motivation from Kim Mulkey. What you mean?
it's
Huh?
been years. She shouldn't need Kim Mulkey no more, Miss D.
Yeah, she don't need
Yeah.
Kim Mulkey no more.
Kim Mulkey dealing with a new crop of stars. She
Yep.
ain't got time for no Kalani Brown.
She done did all she could do.
Yeah.
Y'all
Sure.
better not too much around here. Y'all
I
talking
wish one
about
of
what?
my ex players would call me from college talking about something. I need you to come motivate me. You better motivate your goddamn self. What
I
the
better look here. You get worse than cussed out. Are you crazy?
hell? What you mean?
Call me with that
I only
nonsense.
know your voice. Come on, bro. What? Then you need to pack your shit up and come home because this sport is not for you, boo. You got to be able to adapt and move on. Okay.
So, do y'all think Kalani will be better on a different team?
I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
sorry,
Bro
bro,
Claude,
Claude.
we already know what Bro Claude thinks. He's gonna say yes. But I'm gonna ask Tiffy and Cole. Tiffy, go answer that question. You got it.
you know, she would be great on the team at Whataburger.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my gosh,
Wait.
Tiffy! You
You
couldn't get
know,
her the Dollar Tree or the Walmart or the Target. You can't have the Whataburger.
You heard what Tiffy said.
Tiffy, I like Whataburger now.
Whataburger is very nice. She's a very pretty girl. I'm sure she could do some commercials and ask them if they would like fries with that.
You
Put
heard
the
what
fries
Tiff
in the
said.
bag.
Dad, bro, Claude.
You heard what Tiff
yeah.
said.
Keisha, she pleaded the fifth, and Tiffany went to. Never mind.
Damn.
You heard
Dang,
what
Tiff,
Tiff said.
who said you sound like Carter right about now? I'm sorry, Tiff. I'm
Do,
kidding.
do y'all know Kalani Brown is 28?
She got
Uh-huh.
to hang it up. She's too old to be lazy. She's supposed
Oh,
to be in her
damn.
prime. And she's not
Yeah.
even, she can't even get. Aaliyah Nye has more minutes in the finals than Kalani Brown does. That's shameful.
God damn.
What y'all think happened? But just like they put lists on the Aces, maybe she could go to a different team and make a change.
Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Uh-oh. Dang, they got quiet. They
Wait
ain't
a
giving her
minute,
no
bro, Claude.
mercy.
You said you was gonna let Tiffy and Cole cook.
That's what you said. You're gonna let her cook, right? Don't be cutting her off
Oh, she
now.
cooking on the wrong thing. Now he want to say something.
Uh-huh. Leave her alone. Leave her. Don't be getting her business, bro.
I ain't
Miss
forgot
D said,
about you, bro,
Miss,
Clyde.
hold on,
Got me
Miss
look.
D said Kia Stokes has more minutes.
Damn.
Dang, bro, Clyde.
That's crazy.
I don't have. We ain't forgot about you. Cook him, Tiff, cause he. I'm having troll nightmares because I'm the troll with the blue hair, and I was presented to the whole world. So I'm probably
As
gonna
a
have to go to
troll.
troll rehab.
As
He
a
gave me the
show.
I
blue
Now
know
I
hair.
had pink hair
Tiffy and
with
Cole maybe didn't see that
with
night, but
all
yeah,
the
he was
green
out here
shorts.
trolling us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he
now,
cooked us on that one, Keisha. We got to get him back. He cooked us on
so
that
let
one.
me.
Now Tiffany cooking on your Kalani.
So Tiffy and Cole. So all I can what you saying is all I can do is call Kalani for some fit recommendations and maybe some getting in people business. Is
Oh
that what you're
no.
saying?
Oh.
Yes, Kalani wants to be Wendy Williams. She does not
uh,
want to be or Zion Williams, whoever she want to be. But she don't want to be. She want to be out for the season. She do
Stop.
not want to be a basketball player.
Don't cook her too good.
damn, damn,
Dang,
damn,
Tiff,
God,
you don't give him no breaks,
golly.
Tiff.
damn,
Tiff ain't giving
damn.
no break.
Now he gonna be crying in his bathroom trying to make sure Honey don't hear him crying. God damn, Tim.
God dang. Tiff. You
You
need
Baby,
can't
to
take his Kalani from him.
baby
Why you
niece.
don't play the music for Kalani, Bro Claude?
Baby,
Right.
baby niece. Baby niece.
Woo. I
She
got your
said what?
troll. I
She
got your
said,
troll.
what's
Tiff,
up?
Tiff say what? What?
She said, what's up? What's up, What's up?
Okay.
You gotta give me Kalani. You gotta give me Kalani. I gotta get her at least.
Now there is a
Mm.
such thing as coaches that does not play players at their strengths. For you to tell me that this girl who makes a professional roster, who has Kim Mulkey training and elite training, Kim Mulkey don't feel that way about Kalani Brown. Guess what?
have you checked
Because
with Kim in the last couple of years?
but Kim ain't coached her.
That's what
But,
I'm saying.
but she
She
So
might
used
be
her.
why
done
would she
changed
ever
her
care about her?
mind by now.
Look, but what I'm saying is we do understand. We all understand up here that coaches destroy careers. That's what happened
Yeah.
in Dallas. Coaches take confidence. Most of these 6'7" girls that we see in this league, 6'6", is not the Tigers that you want them to be,
Mm.
including my baby girl Camilla.
Mm-hmm.
There is a such thing as Sister Tiffy, as a coach, a player not being coached to their strengths. What about that? If you do have this type of player, so
Mm-hmm.
we saw Camilla turn around because why? It was focused on Camilla. It was criticism on Camilla. It was actually Camilla taking it to the to taking it to the heart and being pushed by Angel, of course, to go to the next level. Ain't nobody fucking with Kalani Brown on that team. AT ain't messing with that girl. He not. Cause guess why? You know why? Cause she don't believe in her either. Okay. And,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, AT probably calling her big for nothing. And how can you get better when your point guard, your point forward, is not willing to have you on the court with her?
I got a question, Bro Claude, just for you.
Go ahead.
We all acknowledge on this panel
Yep.
that we think AT is one of the smartest basketball players we've seen play, right? Do we
Yeah.
agree?
Yes.
So why would she feel that way about Kalani Brown, knowing that we know AT know basketball and she knows strengths and weaknesses of players because of
Mm-hmm.
the position she plays?
She
So
does.
why would she just feel that way about Kalani?
Because certain people are not they fancy. You got people in your life right now, just like me. I got cousins say, man, I ain't fucking with him.
So
Oh
you
man,
think that's what AT did when she first came there? She just
I,
decided she wasn't gonna fuck with her?
no, no, no. She was playing when AT first got there, right? I mean, you
Hmm.
saw the games, right? She was
Right.
playing. She was playing, and she was averaging 8 points, 6 to 8 points. I follow Kalani Parent. Okay,
Hmm.
she's not a volume. She's not a volume point getter like Camilla. No, she's
Oh,
not.
no, 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 no.
She's
But
not that
what do you think soured? What do you think would make AT sour on Kalani?
because she's not. She figured your 6'7" ass should be having 15 to 20 points a night because that's what I think as a point guard. But that's not her. It is a such thing as Bill Cartwright, right? Keisha, I know you know this. It
Hmm.
was a such thing as Bill Cartwright, right?
It is, but today's game has kind of changed a lot.
It has, sweetie pie. It has,
So
but
may so
it hasn't, but it hasn't in certain instances. Right now, we calling for a bigger body to be on Asia. And why wouldn't you put her in there to get 6 fouls?
no, I
Why?
agree with you there because you don't have
That,
no other option. You know.
that they don't have no other
Yeah.
option, right? Why wouldn't you
Yeah, I
put?
agree with you there.
So the thing is, Tiffy Cole, I'm not saying, baby girl, that you're 1,000% wrong. No, I think you got a half right because the coach before this, when she was on Dallas, who they fired, they didn't see eye to eye. Okay. Why? Yes. Let's take the personal stuff out of it. Can she play the game? Yes, she can. Is she being used to her strengths? No, she's not. And the reason why she's not is exactly what I just told you. In games like this, you need someone. One thing she does, and nobody's going to take this away from her, she's a physical player. She is a physical player. And why wouldn't you have her play physical with the GOAT? Why wouldn't you have her slap the GOAT around? Why wouldn't you do that? And get those 6 fouls, and she could sit her $5 ass on the bench. But some players are like that. Bill Laimbeer was that type of player. He wasn't a high
Hmm.
volume scorer, but he'll slap
Hmm.
your ass around.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I got
You
Yeah,
understand?
he would.
But so my point is this with you guys. What I'm calling for Kalani Brown is the act of today, not what she did yesterday or who she is to anybody. Take the name off of it. Take the person to I like to always do this. Take the name off the person. You got a 6'7" physical center who is a rim protector. Is a high mark that someone has to shoot over her because she puts her hands straight in the air and her span is 7'3". Why wouldn't you put that on there? Why wouldn't you put that on the court? I'm just trying to figure it out. Let's take the personal stuff out of it. I would
Oh, I
take
ain't
my
got no
butt.
personal against Kalani Brown.
No, no, no,
Exactly. Zero.
no. I'm talking about my baby girl.
Oh, Tiffany and Co said she don't like her at all.
She won't.
Well, she do take plays off and all that stuff, but
She do. She does. Tiffy is right. She lazy. Yes, but
some people when you're lazy, I would just say this. Sometimes when you're lazy, it rubs people the wrong way. You know what I
mhm,
mean? They kind of just
that's where I
they
was
kind
going.
of
That's
they
exactly
kind
where
of
I
just
was
be
going.
get they kind of just get done with you because they tired of
That's what
they tired
AT
of
is
telling
with her. That's
they
what
tired of
AT
telling you the same thing. Run up and
over
down the
and
court.
over and over
Come
again.
on, go for the rebound. Just like we say about say with Camilla, at a certain point, people are gonna stop telling you, boo, baby, you got to get this on your own. Dawn is not walking through that door. If you don't get this on your own, you're gonna end up like crashing out in the tunnel because people get tired. They start to mute you, and once they label you as lazy, you don't never want to be labeled as lazy because once you get labeled as lazy, and
Lonnie
every
Brown.
time Every time you jogging, people like, look at that lazy ass. So I I understand where you coming from. I get it, bro. But I also understand where Tiffy and Co is coming from because she's a
I
Mercury
agree on that.
fan. She a
Yes,
Mercury fan, so she been watching
I know. I agree
Pop
with that.
Along all year, and she done with it like AP.
But Tiffy Co, baby girl, I want you to go after I say this. Um, she was scoring, and she was their rim protector early in the year. Right, right.
Right.
Okay. So Tiffy, why you not using that of what you know that she did do in those periods of time, 7, 8 minutes of that, 9 or 10 minutes of that roughing up the goat? You think the
Hmm.
goat, all you got to do is rough the goat up just a little bit. You saw what happened to her last series.
Okay, I will give you these. I will give you this. Two
Mm-hmm.
things. Partially, I do think Kalani Brown is a horrible basketball player and she should go find another career. However, since she is 6, she is a body, and I do believe in the principles of basketball. You got to put that body on somebody. So I think that's where Nate Tibbetts got
Well,
out coach.
that's why I love you.
That's all I'm gonna. That I'm never gonna say that Kalani Brown is a good player. I never will.
No,
But you could at least put her body on somebody. Because if you look at what Becky did, she knew we have to throw AT off of her rhythm. AT usually
Mhm.
doesn't get mad like this in the middle of games. But
No.
what she did was she took an inconsequential bench player. Yes, Dana Evans, you are nothing. She's not a star. But what she did do this
say
game,
it one more time. Wait, say it one more time. Say it again. What's that?
I
Say
will
it for
say,
the say
I
it.
will
Stop
say,
encouraging him. Go on with your soliloquy. There you go.
Nothing. Okay, go ahead.
Dana Evans is, a very, very unimportant player. But the good thing is she was able to she fouled out, but they still won. She fouled
Right.
out, but she threw AT off of her rhythm. You
Yeah.
need to take a bench player like that who, if nothing else, is just there to foul out. You have 6 fouls, use all of them, right? There's no reason that DB and AT should have 5 fouls each. That's just poor coaching. That's poor coaching, period. So I will say she is a body on the bench. So I guess
Hmm.
Kalani could have been used for that.
Right.
But
Right.
when looking at, Moki, she's a great coach. But again, look at ADR, right? From LSU. She left the team now. But you have players like that who are tall, but if you don't want to motivate yourself, you're not
Yeah.
like it's nothing a coach can do.
ADR. ADR was lazy though. Yeah.
So was Kalani. So was Kalani. Kalani lazy too. The same kind of the
Yeah,
kind of
man.
lazy. It's like you
And I
six
was
six.
rooting for ADR, but after the more I watched, I was like, what the hell?
And it's like it's not that you don't have talent. It's just that you don't have the work ethic. And I do believe that's why
Right.
Kalani's not playing.
Mm. Okay.
You have to earn those minutes. You get me? You have to be able to show in practice that you're coming prepared, that you're running the suicides and whatnot. I can tell you what Kalani Brown is doing in practice.
What's she doing?
She over there eating her water burger. She's over there doing her makeup, pretty girl, and minding, Angel's business. That's what she's doing in practice.
And you're right, mine and Angel's business.
Instead of learning the plays, she's trying to figure out who Angel out with and what she posted on TikTok so she can be sneak dissing.
Mhm.
Sneak dissing. And your team is in the finals, but you sneak dissing from the bench. Baby,
Say it again, Tim. Say it again.
Kalani Brown, I
I know.
practice. She's eating Whataburger. She's doing her makeup. A very pretty girl. I'll never take that away from her. She's a pretty girl, and she's
She is.
minding Angel's business.
No, I'm with.
The apology
You
was
know,
not enough, baby. The
let me
apology
tell you
was not
something.
enough.
Tiffany
Angel
Cole.
wasn't hearing that apology.
One thing that get out on my skin, under my skin more than anything else, Tiffany, is laziness. Because I can take you making mistakes. I can take you making mistakes. I can take you, you know, not understanding something or doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. But effort, I gotta have it. So that might be what AT might have tried to jack her up one day at practice, and that was the end of Kalani Brown.
Yep.
And
Cause
it's
she,
like, if you're AT, imagine AT, right? You've been in the league, 11 plus years, 12 years. You're
yeah,
trying to get a ring. They build around you. And instead of bringing along Bree Jones, your
mm,
partner from college, your
right,
partner from the Connecticut Sun,
Yep.
they bring you Kalani Brown, big ass.
mm,
Lazy, can't rebound, can't not. I know she was mad because Kalani Brown is, you know, 3 inches, 4 inches taller than Bree Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And
mm-hmm,
she's getting paid more than Bree Jones.
mm.
Wow.
Wow.
I would be pissed if I was AT.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, I, I broke Lord. I'm sorry, broke Lord. I can't defend them all. I'm with you.
I can't defend anymore. I'm definitely not gonna
Uh,
defend her.
well, I'll tell you this much, Tiffany and Cole. I think what's going on here is with this finals is it's so much of a mismatch.
Mhm.
No matter what your Mercury do, I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would have been, they needed to win game one. They needed to win it for their mentality. If
Yep,
not,
it was close game one too. Yeah, and then AT missed those free throws down the stretch. She missed both of them or something like that. The last two,
mhm.
and they lost by three. But you know what I'm saying? Like I think that psychologically, like you say, um, yeah, man. I don't know, man. And I expected this to go 6 or 7, and I'm
Yeah.
really disappointed.
Yeah, and the thing
Absolutely.
about it is Kathy Engelbert is such a lazy person. Like, the least she could do is cheat a little bit to help, to
She didn't
help
even
it.
do that.
I'm
She didn't
like,
No,
even do that.
let me tell you, Tiffany, because she threw with y'all. She threw with us, and she threw with the players. She just wants this shit over with right now.
that's
She
what I'm
tired of y'all.
saying. It's diabolical. It's getting ridiculous.
She
Cause
ain't
the
even trying to help right now.
right, the least last year, Kathy was over there doing everything she could to get to a game 5. Now we're gonna be done in 4 games. That's very pitiful.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is.
It's
It
ridiculous.
it, it is. So
I
and
wish her
Sandy
would.
Brandello got look. Sandy Brandello got fired for goddamn nothing because you know it's looking like any other teams that were in the playoffs probably could have gave Asia and them more of a run than the Mercury. That's what it's looking like right now. You see what I'm saying? Like
It's
if
the
Mhm.
truth. It's absolutely
like
the truth.
other teams could have gave them a run for their money a little bit more. But
Yeah.
my big girl say Kathy say F y'all. She probably did, big girl.
You probably did,
She
big
said
girl.
she's tired of us complaining and moaning and saying she ain't SHIT, and you say, you know what? Let them get swept.
Nah, Kathy needs to get in her cheating bag, and she needs to get my Mercury 2 wins. I don't care what she got to do. We going to game 7.
she like, no, I'm tired of y'all. I don't know. I hope. Look, call her up, Tiffany. See if she'll take your call.
I
Yes,
might
it
have
should
to.
take it.
I might have to. I might have to start being pro Kathy.
Because that building was electric, and for them to watch that unfold, I mean that they was ready for Game 3. The fans, I'm saying, and then they sitting there in their seat like, what indeed? Because at
Yep.
one point they was down 20. It's like, what is this mess?
That, and I'm sorry. Someone said this earlier. I'm gonna just say it again. Cobb cannot play with a point forward. She can't.
I got you. It's
I
hard
could
for
see
her.
that. I could see that.
It
Hmm
didn't quite work in Unrivaled with Angel either. If we're being real,
It
when they
didn't.
went on
No,
that
it didn't.
run,
Mm-hmm.
who was out?
Kai was
She
out.
was. Kai was out.
So that means, so with your logic, that means Kai not gonna work in Chicago.
Oh no, she. I
Yeah,
mean, she can go to Chicago. Angel leaving.
True. But I'm saying,
we're going to make
Angel has
Brooklyn
been
jump
on
back on
record.
this phone.
Angel has been on record. I won't Kai. I won't Kai. I won't Kai. But from what you saying, don't look like they work good together.
Oh no, yeah, Angel. She is such a sweetheart, but
She's just a
Ka,
sweetheart. That's the problem,
right? Like Ka,
baby.
Ka don't work. Like the difference between Ka and Kennedy is that Kennedy is a facilitator. She's willing to move off the ball to make plays. Ka doesn't move off the ball that much. She needs the ball. So it's like she moves, she doesn't stay just like in one corner, but her off-ball
Mm,
movement is not effective.
mm,
It's like she's ball watching instead of trying to make plays without the ball in her hand. So it's
Uh,
like you can't do that with a traditional point guard. You could do that, but you cannot do that with a point forward.
mm-hmm.
I
It
get it.
just don't work. So I'm like, I get that Angel wants to play with her, but low key they were losing and unrivaled when because
Before she got hurt. I ain't
right,
gonna
because Khan needs the ball, the point forward needs the ball.
Mm, mm,
think about it. That is so true.
mm,
So true.
mm, 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 mm.
Now
So
I
you
will say
said,
Angel has
go ahead.
shoulders though, respectfully.
She do
So
have shoulders. There's
That,
that.
now that was diabolical. Now I'm back
Yeah.
to the conversation. Y'all
Where
listen.
did you run off to?
Y'all listen. I was backstage, ADP.
Okay.
So Tiffy, baby, I'm finna get my belt. And you messing with your messy ass aunties over here talking diabolicalness. Now,
Why you gotta call us messy?
you
Eh?
All we was doing was listening to baby girl give her take. That's all we
She
was
giving
doing.
her takes.
do
She
not drink
saying
the
what she
Kool-Aid.
gotta say. She putting it out there.
Baby, don't drink the Kool-Aid, okay? Now,
Yeah,
what
Jacob asked her. She done took off somewhere.
what you said about Kalia Copper was diabolical.
She said what she said.
She gave me something to think about.
You cannot tell me anything about Kalia Copper and Kennedy Carter because I study film on those two players and I'm gonna break
Uh-huh.
it down. And what I did was what was interesting, Tiffy, to me this year, I wanted to see when I watched the film of Kalia Copper, I did not watch the film of Kalia Copper this year at all. You know what I watched? I watched last year and I watched they only got the highlights of the playoff of 2021. Okay. So once again, a thing is a thing, right? We know that Khalil Copper is not in the best way with this team. We all agree. We all in agreement on this. But what you ain't gonna convince me to do that she's not a better player in whole than Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter is younger and she will be there on an elite statue of Kai Copper. But once again, I allude to you got the number one. Asia was in the league just 2-3 years ago, and Asia won a chip just 2-3 years ago, and Khalil Copper was the leading scorer of this league. Stop the cap. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then y'all can cut me up after this and chop me.
I cut you up. Okay.
I know you gonna do it, your messy. Anyway, baby niece, there's a such thing as no, she did not look good in Unrivaled, but she also going to tell you when it come out, she was already hurting from the previous year going into Unrivaled. So what you were seeing in Unrivaled, you ain't gonna see this year. I guarantee you that. I put anything on it this year in Unrivaled. You're gonna see her coming back to speed because now, wherever Khalil Copper goes, and she might go to one of these expansion teams, she's gonna be the man, the woman. She's gonna be that because that's who she is. She's a dominant ball player. Yes, that is true, baby Tiff. You were 1000% correct. Do she play well off the ball? That part is true. In respect. In respect, no, she doesn't. Because she's a ball dominant two-way guard. Okay. But what I will say, court vision, Khalil Copper is good at that. She has always, in her whole entire career, been good at court vision. Always. Go look. She has always been able to see the full court. This is not her job to see the court. Coach gonna tell you this. The ball is AT's ball. They made it that way. That's the coach's decision. And me as Kai Copper, as the person who I am, don't like that off the jump. They don't like that. She didn't like that. She inherited AT. She inherited Satu. This was supposed to be Khalil Copper's team with the addition of AT and Satu to make that thing work. It didn't go down like that. Because why? Nate Tibbetts loves the point forward just like me, like your uncle and yourself. We love the point forward. And Keisha too. Tony haven't spoke on that, so I can't say what she loved or don't. But the point is that I don't think that Khalil Copper can be her best with the way that the offense is ran here in Phoenix. I don't think that she could be who she is the way that this. Oh, she was that last year. When do Dana Taurasi say you got it, kid? She said it last year to Khalil. It's yours, kid. This is Dana Taurasi. Because Kai Copper has that it factor. And we all know how she looked like a dude coming to the damn rim. The way she twerks and moves her body. The way she can twist and go and slash and take somebody to the cup. The way she can shoot and jump off the midi. Yes, Kennedy Carter is faster than her and always will. If she got hurt or not, Kennedy Carter was faster than her. Whether or not Kennedy Carter, probably one of the most fastest point guards that you got. She's a Kelsey Mitchell speed and a Jordan Canada speed. Okay, but what I will say is this, and then I'm gonna land. Tiffy, and you could take it. I want you to think about what I said earlier. A coach, and it's the thing with Tyler Marsh, and now we seeing Nate Tibbetts be exposed. A coach can make or break you of who you are in our land.
All right.
There you go, coach. That was for you. You know.
Valid. That's valid. But I will say, I hear you. Kai don't belong on this team. She's good. What's her name? Diana Taurasi and Kai worked well because DT is a point guard. It's
Mhm.
Kai can't work with a point forward. Now she didn't really work with Angel, but she might be able to work because Angel is really a wing, right? She really is a wing, if we're being for real. Like, she can move off ball, she can operate, she can create for herself. 18, not so much. She's more of a traditional point forward. And that's because she ain't got no shoulders, respectfully. So, you
You
know,
diabolical.
She being honest.
she can't do much, she can't do as much as she used to. Whereas Angel, if she really wanted to, like, she could step out and make that 15-footer. She could also take you off the dribble and then do some other, she could use her second step.
Uh-huh.
AT is not as fast as Angel. AT is not, her strength is literally her biggest strength. Whereas Angel's quickness and her footwork is her biggest strength. So though that's the only difference between their point forwardness, but I still think that it does come down to coaching in some respects, because it doesn't make sense to put together, these three and you don't have a three-man action that you can run with or without Satu.
Now, Tiffy, you a Mercury fan and you watch them like I did because, of course, AT is my baby. But you can say when AT is on the bench and Sammy Wickham running that thing, what do God do? Go ahead now. Now put it on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The offense doesn't really make sense because it's like Nate Tibbetts has two different playbooks, right? One, when AT is running it, and AT works best with a traditional big, which she does not have, and she works best with wings, like mobile wings. That's why she works well in forwards. That's why she works well with DB and Satu. And whenever she has somebody down there who can play a traditional big, that's the smoothest the offense has ever looked. She can play back and forth with a point guard or a combo guard who does mostly shooting. But when you have someone who needs to cut, who needs the ball, who needs to do ISO, that doesn't fit in the most optimal system for AT. So then Nate Tibbetts has a system that fits most optimally with a cutting guard, which would require either Monique Makani or Sammy Whitcomb to run the one. That's fine, but the issue is Ka would have to come off the bench, or she would have to play with the bench players for that to work. And it's confusing when people get into foul trouble. So, or when your bench is literally filled with rookies who can't do anything and who need to eat some sandwiches. Like, except for you, Kalani. Except for you.
She need to eat those sandwiches and peanut butter jelly ones too for your uncle. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen. But the other girls is just way too skinny to do. Like, literally, I'm pretty sure if Chelsea Gray just moved her arm forward, she could throw them into the third row. Like, them girls is a little too skinny to be being in the finals with these grown women.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it doesn't really work. Like, the roster construction doesn't really work. And I don't think the real issue is nobody on this team can be a first option. Not with the system that's there right now.
But this, because Kalia Kappa is the first option.
She could, but the first option doesn't work with the offense that's optimal to your starting point guard / point forward. So it's like in that system, the first option has to be a Satu. And Satu is not a first option right now. She's
No,
more of a second option. She doesn't have the mentality to be a dog who just wants to go and eat. You see Asia, that's a first option. She
Yeah.
don't care who's in front of her. She gonna go eat, even
yeah,
if she gotta shoot 30 shots and look crazy.
yeah,
Sabrina, that's a first option.
yes.
Even Courtney Williams is not a first option, but she thinks she is,
She
which is a
thinks she
problem
is. She thinks
in
she
her
is,
head.
but she goes to eat.
Right. So it's like when you have a system that your first option has to be a player like Satu, who was really best as a wingman, right? A
Yep.
sidekick, a second option. Your first option doesn't fit in the offense if it's gonna be Ka. AT could be the first option at times, not with against the Aces. So that's when it comes down to a coaching breakdown. What do you run? You need to have two. We didn't see much of the 2-man game between Ka and AT until the second half when Satu had went down.
Yes. That's when they got rolling again. That's when you could see the dynamics start to shift.
I was just finna say it. Go ahead and finish it. How did Kyle look? Satu
No,
is on
go ahead. You
her
got
ass.
it.
Satu is on her ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bill Copper knows I don't have to share the fucking ball. Excuse me. I'm sorry, ADP. But Bill Copper knows that this yellow ass, crybaby ass girl ain't gonna ask for the ball. And she gonna put that thing up like she did in the 5-4 minute mark. You got to know that Kalia Copper is uncomfortable, baby girl. You got to know that even ADP peeped it, that Kalia Copper don't look comfortable. And when you got a first option, a person that can put up buckets, let's keep it real. Kalia Copper is a bucket. A bucket. When you got your bucket not looking like a bucket, I put that on the coach. I put that on the game plan. I put that on the system. She has to get up out of there. And I land.
Yep.
I agree, and I'm gonna keep pushing this agenda until the agenda is pushed. Okay, I need Ka to go wherever she want to go, and I need that'd be interesting to see Ka in like a Seattle Storm, depending on who they keep. But Ka can go wherever she want to go. She could be great in Atlanta. She can go wherever she want to go. To be honest,
Yeah.
actually, she would be really good in LA if she wanted to go there.
Yes, she would.
But yeah, the Phoenix Mercury need Kelsey Mitchell like they need water. They need her so bad because you put a player like Kelsey Mitchell would fit perfectly as a first option. Then Satu, DB could stay if she wanted to coming off the bench, right? And then all you really need is a true 5. And that team goes to the finals next year. Because Kelsey, the reason that Kelsey, I mean, we saw the same thing, right? Kelsey didn't really fit in the system last year in that team she was in because she's a first option who had to become a second option in a system that doesn't work for her. Same thing with Ka. Ka was a first option who had to become a second option in a system that doesn't really work for her. So it's like, okay, bet. Make Kelsey the first option in Phoenix, and then Ka can go somewhere else and do whatever she want to do. I mean, ultimately, I think she's going to end up in Philly in 2030. So it's just, if she wants a good showing, I know she loves Phoenix for now, but it's like the biggest thing I would want to see her improve on is, her off-ball movement. If she can improve on that, she can fit the system because she has a 3-ball. She's a 3-level scorer. It's just that if everything runs through AT, you gotta some games, some matchups, you're gonna be the first option. Other games, other matchups, you're gonna have to be moving. And if that means sometimes you gotta eat off the glass, then eat off the glass.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Tiff. I'm sorry.
Tiff,
No, I landed my plan. I believe in the philosophy. You
okay,
know, if you want to eat, go and get it off the glass.
Get it
now,
off the glass. There
now,
you go.
wait,
For sure.
hold on, Tony. Are you gonna risk your first option? You the coach. Are you gonna risk Khalil Copper going in there, getting rebounds, tussling like Drew Lord?
I mean, to be honest, I would risk. Here's the thing: if I'm a point forward and I know that I have to be outside of the paint to kind of run things, I would feel more comfortable giving you the ball and letting you do like setting screens for you, you setting screens for me, pick and roll with a guard like Ka. And that means that you also have to be down there to get rebounds and kick it back out to me. Because there's nobody down there right now. And that's what's losing them the games. Because think about it, like AT saw a couple of shots go down for Ka and was like, all right, let's run this, me and you. And that's how they got back in the game, mostly.
Yes.
So it's like, how do you create those extra possessions? Because if you're just going by a regular game, maybe there's 40 possessions that's going on, about one possession a minute for each side. So it's like, if you want extra possessions where, okay, now you got that rebound, I'm going to feed you the ball. Somebody needs to be rebounding so that Ka can get more opportunities. If you don't rebound, all the shots are going to go to the wings.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that this is not Ka game to be the first option in the last quarter. That's diabolical. That's bad coaching, Tiffy. Come on. That's bad. That's bad coaching. And it's multiple games. Don't say it's not. I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying he can't say that that's not the way he's thinking, because this has been of late the whole entire way through these playoffs. She
I
gets up.
agree.
She gets her points in the last 5 minutes. Okay, Kyle, I need you to turn it on. That's what the fuck he's saying in the huddle. I know what he's saying. Oh, she can't turn it on in the whole entire game? Oh, the person that had how many points she had the couple games ago? 19 in the first half? That person? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Did we forget? Are we what have you done for me lately type of shit? Or is it that the system that he used for her to get those 19 and then she had 2 points in the second because he went away from her, what Keisha talked about. He went away from her. Keisha said, I don't know why would he. No, he went away from her because guess who's running the team? Nate Tibbetts. Guess who's running the floor? AT. So AT had made a conscious decision when Khalil Copper had that 19 points not to continue to let her eat. Because we just alluded to they both can't have the ball at the same time, right? So the passes got to come from AT. Why she didn't get the same person was sticking her the whole entire game. It just the results don't speak it, baby. The results is not what I'm let me make it plain. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, Tiffy. What I'm saying is the results of a thing. The water don't get cut off with the same type of tube unless you put something else in it that makes it stop. Is that correct?
That's valid.
Okay. So Nate Tibbetts in the first game, in game one, when she had the 19 points, something happened. Something was said in the locker room, and Khalil Copper ended up with 21 goddamn points. 2 points in the second half. Yes, she was out of gas. Me and Keisha called it. We were calling the game. She was out of gas because Nate Tibbetts, you refused to sit her on the bench to give her a breather. This is not. I'm getting aggravated now talking about that.
Why you get aggravated, man?
Because I don't like coaches, which you know my pet peeve, Tony. I don't
Uh-huh.
coaches making players look a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Diabolical. I don't think that Nate Tibbetts deserved the players that he had and to be here in the finals and wet the bed like he did. He wet
Okay.
the in these finals. Game 4 is going to be the lowest watched game in the playoffs
You think so?
because no, I'm talking about how the fandom go. You know, you look at analytics, they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, they're gonna win anyway. Those of us that's hoopers and love to watch the game, we gonna watch. But people already
Mhm.
got it summed up that the Aces finna win, so they not finna watch.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, Keisha? They not finna.
Mhm.
I
They not
got you.
watching game 4. We gonna
I got
watch, but they not gonna watch
you. Watch.
because this coach Tiffy has a problem that you said and pointed out. He's been hiding, and it shows. Me and Keisha was like, Lord have mercy, he gonna kill a girl. So you can speak on it, Keisha. Keisha said it in the middle of us calling the game.
Mm.
Remember Keisha?
I remember. I think he, to be honest with you, I think Nate Tibbetts just, he out of his depth. I think he don't know Beckham and got him on the run.
I would say that again.
I think Beckham and got him on the run. He don't know how to counter. He's so used to AT figuring shit out, and she can't figure it out. She getting she getting frustrated. She hollering at ref. I mean, she always did kind of talk to, look at him funny, but she barking at him right now.
No. Hey, T. Camilla, don't get me wrong. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. T. Camilla, I'm not saying because they don't like the game. It's a lot of people that just look at basketball, uh, and they see, people are quitters. People, just regular people, not people like us. You a hooper, T. Camilla. You watch basketball, and it's happened in the NBA always often. I'm just going by history. I'm not speaking for the WNBA being bad. I'm speaking I'm talking, I'm a historian now. When teams look like they're being going to be swept, the game 4 is not really high ratings. Game 5, if they win, they would come back and tune back in to see what they're gonna do.
Hmm.
Just like they thought that the prime example, just like they thought that Miami was gonna beat the Warriors. They thought that it was over, and the Warriors came back and got that ass. Nobody could have predicted that. You got what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm just saying from that aspect, Tiffy, just from that aspect of people thinking, we all think that it's gonna be a wash, but I'm gonna call it a wash because it's my job. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call the game because I love the game. But if they don't win game 4, they're going anyway. But if they win game 4, people gonna tune back in for game 5 because they're gonna be like, oh shit, I missed, and whatever it is. Oh, she said, okay, yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just by the history of the analytics of it, NBA, hockey, baseball, whatever it is, Just
I
like
mean, historically, people don't like sweeps.
they
They
don't
don't
like
like watching.
Right.
they, they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Cubs. I didn't watch the Cub game today, did I, Keisha?
No, and
Because I
you
thought,
you found out that they actually pulled it out.
see that? I'm gonna go watch the I'm gonna go watch the replay. And I'm using and Keisha know I'm a bone Cub fan, which you will find out. But I didn't watch it because I thought that we was finna get swept by the Brewers. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will be watching that next game.
Hold on. I'm about to go to bed, but I got one tweet that I thought was funny.
Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
got to get
I,
ready to get out of
I'm
here
about to
too.
go to bed, but somebody tweeted when Ace's fever went down to the wire, I started rooting for Indiana because I knew I didn't want my Mercury to go up against Asia, her God, or her ancestors.
Oh, 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 oh.
Damn.
Girl, girl,
And she
Damn.
says her she says
girl,
her Mercury.
her Mercury. You feel that sentiment, Tiff?
I felt
Nah,
it.
I will never root for the Fever.
She said, look,
Never.
Not
she
ever.
was no,
Never.
well she hey, you know what, Tiffy? What she basically saying is we should I wanted the fever. I don't want the aces.
I, I play anybody
For
except for
Asia,
Asia.
Asia the God and her ancestor. I say, y'all crazy.
I don't want no parts of Asia.
Nah,
Y'all
the way
crazy.
that Asia locked in, I'm
Mm.
very annoyed with ESPN and Kathy. And you know why? I blame Kathy Engelbert
Yes.
because
Yes, yes.
she
Blame
was,
her for sure.
yeah, she was throwing shade at everybody but Asia. So Asia was like, let me remind her who run this shit.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That's why she decided to whoop the Mercury's behind. This is not normal. This
This
is
No,
is
a
not
listen,
normal.
she
generational.
is super
This not
locked in,
normal.
Tiff. She is super locked in.
This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. She's giving us a generational ass whooping. This is ridiculous.
She is. Let me tell you something, Tiffany. When your mama is on the W Twitter talking into the camera, talking shit, that's a generational
Look,
ass
her
whooping
mama
y'all getting,
never
Tiffany.
comes out there and talks shit. When have
That's
you
what
known her mom to come out there and do that?
that ass whooping is from the ancestors,
There you
Tiffany.
go. There
Listen,
you
this
go.
she beating them like the Mercury forgot to leave the chicken out and it's time for dinner. The Mercury did not bring the chicken out from the freezer and
Exactly.
it's 7 p.m. And Aisha
Yeah.
just got back from work
Exactly.
and she said, I'm gonna deal with y'all today.
She did.
Baby, she
Absolutely.
not playing with it. She looked around at her team and said, y'all ain't gonna do this. Oh fuck. You trying to give them hope? Never mind. I got this shit. Get out the way.
Yep. You tried to do what?
Damn, Aisha.
You tried to call a bunch of fouls at the in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter for what? To do what? Oh
Only
no.
to get your heart broke. That's all you did it for.
Oh yeah.
We was like,
Well,
oh shit, we was like, oh shit, they coming back. Oh.
I beg to differ.
That's exactly what she said. I beg to differ.
I beg to
All
differ.
right, y'all. I gotta go to work in the morning.
All right, we hit the 2 hour mark. ADP for you.
Yes. We
We
got
appreciate.
ADP. Her battery died. So I told her,
Please,
she texted me. I told her I got her
please,
covered.
y'all that's on the playback, hit the subscribe button. ADP just got a few more to go. Hit the subscribe button. Get my
Hey,
baby girl.
y'all get her to 500. Come on, get her to 500. She's not that far. Lock in, get her there. She's almost there, guys. Get her there so she can go ahead and start getting herself monetized. We appreciate you all for coming in here, locking in with her, supporting her every night, coming on that D block and hump and getting that hump with her. Tiff, I definitely appreciate you. I know you're always here with her. You and Miss D. Jacob, you've been coming up on the panel with her. T. Camilla, all of you guys, y'all are always rocking with us. I support you. I know Williams usually is in here. Williams, he's in here.
Thank you.
And everybody else that I can think of. You know more that being here than I do, Tifico. But yes, absolutely. For everybody, thanks for coming up here with me, rolling with me, Keisha and Bro Claude. I know I just put y'all right on the spot, right at the end of the show, and told you, get on over here. I appreciate y'all for coming over here with me for sure.
Yes. All right.
Are you gonna be able to end it for or?
Yes. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna message her right now and see if she can go ahead and cut it out. I may be able to. I'm gonna see if I can. If not, I'm gonna text her right now and see
Okay.
if she can at least get enough power on there to cut it off.
All
Let me
right, then.
see.
I'm going to bed.
All
Love,
right,
peace,
everybody.
love, peace, and hair grease. We are in the crash out room tomorrow. I'm finna set it off. Sister will be with me in the morning, and Keisha gonna sneak in with a messy ass plate. And we finna set it off tomorrow, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all so much.
All
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely. I want to wake
Love,
up tomorrow and see her at 500, y'all. Go ahead, Brooke Clark.
love, peace, and hair grease, and hit the like button for Keisha choke the hell out of me. Please. This ain't even our channel like that. And she gonna slap the hell out of me.
You heard, and you heard what Big Girl said. Be on time.
No,
Oh.
no, I ain't. I'm a free man. You gonna tell me what to do?
No, 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 I ain't.
No, man. You better leave me
Dang.
alone. You better leave me alone, big girl. Hey, so love, peace, and hair grease, Tiffy. I miss you so much. I thank you. Listen. I love when you are on the panel because you're an analytics girl. You know what you're talking about. You don't come on these panels. You know what I mean. Talking some stuff that you
And
don't.
half step,
And
exactly. I
you,
love it.
and you put your foot in your uncle chest, which your aunties like, but you don't much on Kalani Brown. Not too much, baby.
I'm a leave Ka alone for now, but I'm gonna come for Kalani again. Let them lose. Let them lose another game. Kalani, I'm coming for you. Stop playing with me.
She gonna be on
Well,
the bench, baby. She
well,
gonna
she's a part of the team, isn't she?
she got DNP. No, you know she not.
Hey, listen, I was on Dana's behind when she was DMP. Kalani, no different. I'm coming for her game 4. She better do something on the bench.
Do something on that bench. Do something on that bench now.
Damn, what can she do from the bench but clap?
And you better be the biggest cheerleader, jumping up and down and
Hey,
motivating that
hey,
team.
Tony, calm down. I give Tiffy the pass. You calm down. She helped Satu Sabi to the locker room. You better calm down.
Hey, I'm just saying, she got to. Hey, I know you want to see her jump up and down. I'm just saying.
Don't be putting my business out there, Tony. Don't be putting my business out there. You and Keisha. I'm gone, y'all. Love
Go
y'all.
to bed. Go to bed.
I'm going to bed. Love y'all.
All right. Love
Night,
y'all.
y'all.